got me under my skin.
Oh, is that your orange peel that you dried out?
So that's my orange peel that I dried out. Oh my God, everyone.
Cool.
So,
hello, you guys.
Good morning, everyone.
Yep.
And Sizzle.
Everyone and Sizzle.
Everyone and Sizzle.
Oh.
Welcome
to another exciting episode of Feel It Real Fun.
My name is Mr. Oh, sorry.
Today's the 21st of August 2020 here. Tomorrow's my brother's birthday.
Is it?
And in 4 days...
Are you going to call him, or are you going to blow him off like you did you, or are you just going to dick him around?
4 days, it's my sister's birthday.
All right.
I'll
anyway.
probably send him a text like I normally do.
Happy birthday. Whatever.
Anyway, hello. Hello, Sizzler, Simi. Cool. So,
just remember, I put the fun in dysfunctional.
The fun in dysfunction. Oh, yes, okay. It is in there. Thinking,
That's right.
Where's fun in dysfunctional? So, go to...
Triple D Chris Nelson.
Oh, thank you for saying happy birthday to Victoria's brother and sister.
Look at that.
Yes.
Ninja Simi's here, Triple D, Sizzle, whatever. Happy birthday.
Yeah, whatever. So go to freeneville.com. Join us in Manifesting Mastery, in our 90-day adventure. That's what I'm trying to say. Join our 90-day adventure at manifestingmasterycourse.com.
Yeah, y'all know, type it in, half a donut.
Yes. And for
but type
refunds,
it in, seriously. Still type it in, half a donut. 90-day adventure. Type that in too. Triple D Iggy's here. I'm so sorry. Oh my God.
Refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
So I'm either going to get a spanking or not get a spanking later.
Yes.
Depends.
What would he prefer?
Triple D Joe.
Or
whoa.
not prefer.
That's right.
Okay,
all
so
right.
It's your manifesting questions answered live today.
We've got a total of 13 people here.
That's all the people
here
that ask the questions.
Well.
Because isn't there only about 13 or 14 questions?
Yeah, well, we normally get a lot more than that, but...
Okay. Half a spank is good too.
Well, that fits in with your question now, doesn't it, Sizzle? Oh, maybe I wasn't supposed to mention that. All right. Sherry's here.
Sherry.
Hi.
And yo.
All right.
Joe.
So are we diving in or what? Oh, Triple D Ball Gag is here.
Well, so was Joe WTF.
Yeah, Triple D Ball Gag and Zuli.
Is he
Zuli?
Hello. All right. So we're going to start right now.
All right.
The first question is from Annoula in Dream Driven Day.
We love Annoula in Dream Driven Day.
Yeah, we do. I manifested a rebate from the tax. Oh, there's no title. So we're just going to say that. Oh. That's cool.
Oh, wow, I did miss a couple titles. Sorry.
I manifested a rebate from the tax for nearly £4,000.
That's a lot.
Which is great.
Boom.
But they're holding it back and holding it back. I've rung a few times and been told lots of different things. I've revised on the phone. I've revised after being on the phone and revised each day the payment isn't in my account. And also done a great scene with me and Elina after taking her to buy all her uniform and new clothes. But they're still not paying it out. What am I doing wrong?
Oh, my God, everything. Thank you for playing, Annoula.
Oh, I'm glad you're here. We just read your question.
We just read your question, right?
Yes.
Now.
What's she doing wrong?
Oh, my God. I don't even know where to begin. So, how fun is that? By the way, have you had this happen before in your life? What am I doing wrong?
Yes.
Right? How do you know? I'll wait till you're done, because I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Sorry.
Are you tucking something in? Or
yes, the card.
Right.
All
right. No.
Yes.
Is that all screwed up now?
No.
All right.
Perfect.
Good. Okay.
Listen to you.
I mean, she's always doing something wrong.
So what was Annoula doing wrong?
Well, no. Before we can get to her, we're going to talk about you. Because you've just been doing a whole bunch of stuff wrong.
All right.
I mean, like you've been in relationships where you've been told you were wrong before.
Yes.
Yes. Not just with people, but with like everything, right?
Error 404 no more.
Oh, she's going to 404 me.
Yes.
Boom. All right. So,
right.
What if you weren't doing anything wrong? Right? You imagine getting the money. You imagine doing the thing. Having Ed bought the clothes, whatever. Just be done with it. By the way, another angle of approach could be noticing you could be imagining consequence. right? Somebody write that down. Consequence.
Sequence.
Right? Because when you imagine consequence, you're effectively doing feeling it real, but not in a way that's probably lovely. Right? Because consequence is, I mean, fuck, I'm arguing with my wife on the fucking show, and like, I'm talking about manifesting love in the podcast today, and they're gonna, oh, look at him, he's treating her, he is a dick.
I know.
And she actually puts up with it. I mean, like, she's pretty cool, right? She's got a real name too, Victoria, unlike him, right? So first of all, what if you actually weren't doing anything wrong? Second of all, notice you're probably imagining consequence. Your consequence as in, maybe I don't get to buy her clothes before school, and she'll go in the old clothes from last year, and they'll make fun of her, and she'll end up beating someone up, and I'll have to take the $4,000 when they finally do it to bail her out and pay for the attorney, and then we'll be living under a fucking goddamn bridge again. Son of a bitch. With that guy that hasn't taken a bath in 30 fucking days. Which is okay, because for me it's been 31. Oh. Got it? So if you're imagining consequence, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop.
Yes.
Oh, look at him. I just want to play with my dad. The show interrupted it.
Here he comes.
Right? So are we imagining, or just notice if you're imagining consequence, if you are, again, that's just implication. Boom. I feel like I let her down when she wanted to go shopping. Have you done that before? By the way, here's the cool thing. Right? You get to notice if there's patterns to your imagining. Like you know, if you've let her down before, you're letting her down again. The kind of mother that always lets her down. I wonder how I'll let her down next year. Well, I'm just a letdown. Right? You know, my parents didn't even want me. I mean, could you believe it? I mean, my dad actually knocked my mother up. Yeah, and they wanted a boy.
Knocked my mother up.
Yeah, so they wanted a boy, so I'm a letdown. You just get to notice this crazy dumb shit, and we all have it. Right? And you get to go, right, you know, maybe you're not a letdown. Maybe you won't let her down again. Maybe you can just stop going, right, I am not a goddamn fucking letdown. I am Annoula. Boom! Right?
No, I like that.
Right?
Yeah.
Close, slam the fucking door.
Yeah.
So, but we'll bring more stuff in later with the other things and bring it back to you because you're first. You ever notice the person who comes in first? Like last week, it was Tommy's fault.
Yeah, it was.
Annoula.
It's going to be Anoula's fault, is it?
It's Anoula's fault. And she private messaged me. She said, hey, yeah, is it too late? And I said, not for you.
Oh.
Right? I'd be let down if you didn't ask.
Yeah.
All right. Let us continue.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Annoula. The next question's from Gunter in Manifesting Mastery. My wife is an artist, and a friend of hers, also an artist, visited her.
Oh my God, I can just imagine the fun now.
Yeah. They talked about selling their pictures, and her friend started to whine about how hard it is to sell the pictures and how hard it is to fulfill the wishes of her clients.
We really need to support the artists. Go ahead.
No problem till here, but then she asked me about my opinion. I told her again. Just imagine your picture on the wall with your client standing before your piece of art, telling his friends how great this picture is. But this time she wouldn't believe and wanted to argue about imagination and that I'm wrong. You know, I don't want to argue about imagination because I know it works for me. I also know it works for others, but it is not my job to tell them.
And this is where it gets really fucking good. Gunter, thank you for sharing.
How can I stop? How can I stay in my state telling my truth without starting arguments? It's all about me, and honestly, those arguments lead me into the state of doubt where I don't want to be anymore.
Manifesting Mastery, Lesson 1, the girls giggled. Yes. Also notice you're imagining that there will be more arguments. Right? People don't argue with me. A lot of people don't agree with me. Some don't even like me. I don't care. Right? I'm bulletproof. Right? I imagine up what I want. I go have some fun. I imagine up what I want for her. I go have some fun. I pass somebody gimping along in the street. I imagine them frolicking in the fucking meadow. Right? But here's the thing. Unlike some people, I happen to notice and believe that people have free will. Because Neville says you've got free will to accept any state. Right? So if I imagine lovingly for her, and she rejects it, if I imagine she's having a great time in the garden, she's saying, fuck this. Right? I'm having a horrible time. She'll come in the house and guess who'll be having a great time? Yeah, I'll be doing whatever. I'll be relacing my shoes, petting the puppies, staring at the light bulb, and she'll be like, "Oh, you're having a great time." I say, "Well, because you've rejected it, right?" Right? So, but get how cool this is, because people can reject
Hey, Bruce.
any imagining, right? So I'd imagine her happy, right? If she was happy and doing well, would you be happy? You'd probably be happy because she'd shut the fuck up. Let's get him down.
Okay.
All right. See you, Bruce. Have a nice day.
I'm sorry. You did your little cameo.
That was good. Go see Emmett.
Off you go.
Put a pillow on your lap or something.
Yeah, no, can't go there, Bubs.
Right.
Sorry.
All right.
Okay.
So, nope. So, there's where you get to play. Imagine lovingly for her. She can reject it. Of course, if you imagine lovingly for her, you could just be something as simple as, like I said, you'd feel good that she's doing great because she'd shut the fuck up, right? And so on. But remember, everyone's got free will, and they can accept or reject any state, right? So if she would rather be right than happy, my God, let her be right. Lift her up. Right? Yeah. I'm big on that. If someone wants to be right around me all the time, I'll imagine them happy. And sometimes they decide to take the happy state.
Yeah.
Sometimes they decide they just want to keep being right. So let me adjust that down a little bit.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, sorry, because I took the pillow out from my back, so all of a sudden I shrunk.
Yeah, she's
I think that's the key, just seeing her happy.
Yep.
Really. Yeah.
That's it.
And yeah.
And by the way, you notice what she's imagining. Oh my God, artists, we have it so tough. Really? Right? If all artists had it tough. See, here's the thing. Not all artists do. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, some actually make really good, easy, fast money. Right? Some don't. Wonder why. Right? See, I could believe in the whole thing of like, we're married entrepreneurs. We should be wanting to kill each other right about now. 5 years into business together, 10 years into a relationship together.
Yeah.
Right? Should be
Probably
knives
the
out,
worst
brother.
time.
Right? Versus, we're having a great
Knives
time.
out.
You get it? What are you imagining? Some people imagine, it all falls apart after a certain amount of time. Some people imagine artists struggle. Some people imagine, screw that. Right? And you can also point that out to her. Hey, guess what? You're a master at this stuff because you're imagining the artist struggle. And meanwhile, I'm going to go outside and let you complete the sentence yourself because you're always right. Anyway, take up smoking. It works great. I'm going to go out for a cigarette. You just keep going. Anyway.
Yep. Right now, just got to hitch up a little bit now that I don't have to put. Oh, sorry.
Good Lord.
Don't have to put the pillow there, but just need to come back up a bit.
All right. So
Okay.
we'll adjust that again.
Yeah, we got that the light. Okay.
All right.
Well, that was from Gunter.
Gunter,
Excellent.
have fun, buddy. Yo, Tony,
Yeah.
how you doing? Let me know if you're back to work.
Cool.
Yeah. Love you, buddy.
The next question's from Bonnie in Manifesting Mastery.
That's right.
Every day wins.
Now, I titled it that. This is like the first titling I've done, and so
Yep. And Bonnie asks, how do you incorporate your non-negotiables in your daily life?
my daily life is nothing more than non-negotiables. Next. By the way, get how cool that is. Because my life is not negotiable. My day-to-day is not negotiable. This is where I should do, because Tony's here as well, a crash commercial for Dream Driven Day in October. We'll open the doors in mid-September. If you want on the list, get on now. Because the whole thing is, if you do not own your day, you don't own your life. And the whole thing was people were imagining like stuff, but they're not really getting. You know what? This is about your day. Right? This is no bullshit. This is my fucking day. This is her day. You got it? When you start having the attitude of Abdullah and you get that your day can be non-negotiable, you won't trade it away. And trading away your day is exactly like trading away the pearl. Iggy says DDD with a big heart. Boom.
Yeah.
Right? Tony says DDD rocks. Boom. Right?
Yeah.
This is really important. Right? My question is, how the fuck does anyone make it through the day with all non-negotiable or with all negotiables?
Yeah.
And so many people do that. They negotiate everything away. So, do I have the link for the Feel It Real video about non-negotiables? No clue. I'm sure I've got a bunch, but PM me, Joe, and I'll remember to dig at least one of them up.
Cool. Excellent. All right. So that was for Bonnie. Thank you, Bonnie.
Thanks, Bonnie. By the way, this is the Bonnie who's always putting up the cool quotes whenever she feels like it, once in a while, sometimes often.
And then she tags you.
And she tags me, right? So we really appreciate that.
Good on you.
Primo job.
Yeah.
So, cool.
Sweet.
All right.
The next question's from V in Manifesting Mastery.
Not her.
Not me. No. I have a question about law of attraction and what Neville says about what comes first. Yesterday, I thought that I'd be better off in a regulatory role at work, much different to what I do now. Today, my job board filter sent me a perfect regulatory role that I could apply for. Now, that role was not created yesterday. It was created months ago to get to my inbox today. So what did I manifest? Did I manifest the alignment to look for the job?
Gotta love how Neville says the rational mind is only the interference. All the time stuck in thinking about that and trying to figure it out. I'll just tell you this. Manifesting works through time, right? It's timeless. You can imagine something up today and someone will have invented it 5 years ago for you to get it today. Right? This is the cool thing, guys, because when you get it's not about, remember, creation is finished. And if something needs to be created or a job posted or somebody quit 5 years ago, 5 months ago, for you to get it next week or whatever, it all happens when it happens. Time is time and sequence of time are just things that we've imagined up. So, and when you get that, it's like, right, what if what you imagine now could impact your birth? It's time to slurp a little bit.
Yeah. Actually, I think I remember you saying either to me or other people, but just about imagining lovingly. How did it work for your parents or something? Yeah. Because it's like
we brought that up a couple times
for them then. Because my dad's dead, for example. It's been dead for crumbs. Died when I was 16. So, and so there's some crappy memories from like when I was younger, and I remember you saying something like how that would impact Mum now by imagining lovingly for them
back then, right?
And
when you get really cool. When you get you are what gives life to everything, including the vibrations, including the time, including the timing, including all that stuff. You just got right. What do I want? You want this? Boom. Your job thing comes up. Don't ask how. Don't try to figure it all out. But are you in the state of having the job? If yes, cool. If no,
Yeah, because also that's another thing I was thinking, how a regulatory role might be a totally different state that she's expected to step into. Do you know what I mean? And it's like you were talking about creation is finished. All states are finished.
Yep.
Everything exists. So it's just us moving into that role. And the other fascinating thing, how Neville would always say, it will come to you in the most natural way.
Yep.
And boom, how else could it have come to you? So, yeah.
How cool is that?
Yeah, nice.
All right, let us continue, Victoria.
Okay, so thank you, V, from Manifesting Mastery.
Tommy says, bang, 20 just did it again.
Did he?
He did something. But look at that. Victoria got me this for one of my gifts.
Yeah.
And so I put an orange peel in it.
It's one of those
it's appealing.
Thermal, keeps things really hot or really cold glass. And you love drinking out of glass, so it's perfect.
I love drinking out of glass.
Yeah.
Considering we live in a brick home or a brick-floored mud house, it's dangerous.
Okay.
All right.
The next question's from Elina in Manifesting Mastery. Neville Goddard scripting.
Boom.
Elina asks, laugh out loud, it's been a while, but I wanted to ask, what are your thoughts on scripting and how it relates to and or conflicts with Neville's teachings? I've been using it to solidify and clarify my thoughts, but I'm beginning to wonder if I've become too attached to the technique itself.
Yeah, not a fan. Here's why. To script, you have to imagine scripting. So it's like, right, so I want a loaf of bread for lunch, right? So instead of being at the dog park and going, right, yummy fucking bread. Ooh, yum, with dips, yum.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. before I can effectively imagine bread, dips, Victoria's Yum, I've got to get a notebook out. Fuck, there's no notebook. Okay, well, at least I'll get a stick and I'll go into the sand pit. And I'll smooth the sand over. And so I'll get out my skick and I'll write with my skick, yummy fucking bread, yummy fucking bread, yummy fucking bread. Yeah, for like 555 a whole bunch of times. And then I'll get my yummy fucking bread and my yummy fucking Fred, and we'll just go and we'll have fun. And yeah, oh, fuck, man. But see, you can imagine doing all that, or you could just feel the yum.
Yeah.
I felt the yum. I said, Cube, what time is it? Oh, it's time to go. Time to go, right? Time to go. Where are you going? I'm going. Right? Right? Go, get, come home. Bang. So Tony says scripting is a middle at least, and it's a huge fucking distraction. Again, when you get how fast you are, by the way, you will never get how fast you are. Okay, as long as you go, right, I've got a big desire, I need clarity on it because it's a big desire, and I'm smaller than my big desire, but I'm also bigger or smaller than a crayon. And you have to get the crayon, and you see, here's what's cool. You're discovering you're bigger than a crayon.
Yeah, I was going to say all that. Because that script, you've sold the pearl.
Totally, absolutely.
Scripting's doing it all for you.
Yeah.
But
It'll
all
help.
you. Yeah.
People tell me all the time, oh, but the affirmations and the 5x55s and the 432 megahertz recordings, they help.
Yeah.
No, they don't. Right? If you don't need a 432 megahertz recording to make a vision board, to help you get clarity on your affirmation, to, you make a vision board to buy a purple candle so you can light the purple candle, smell the purple candle. It's never ending.
Yeah.
Right? Or yum. Oof. Yum fuck.
Yum fuck.
Bread time.
Cool. Excellent. So that was from Elsa Xenia. Thank you very much.
Thanks for asking, because that's going to bless a lot of people. Because at some point, you get, I don't need to do any of this physical dumb shit. To do any physical dumb shit, you have to do imaginary goodies first. So just do the goodies for your goodies. Boom.
Cool.
All right.
The next question... Oh, I just saw a dog drop past the window there.
And it's one of ours.
Yes, fortunately. The next question's from Dahlia in Manifesting Mastery. Clarity in manifesting love.
Hoo-ha.
Dahlia asks, hi 2020 and Victoria. Neville always mentions to be clear on your desire. But what happens when your desire is unclear? Specifically, I'm torn in my desire between manifesting a specific person from my past or manifesting a new person that I don't know. Is there a way to get clear on this desire? I'm afraid of taking the wrong path. Thanks again. Your expertise is much appreciated.
See, you could also manifest an unspecific person from your past because you know more than one person. Or you can manifest a specific person that you don't know by making a list of qualities about them. And you notice how both of those just get exponentially more complicated and less clarity because it's like, I've got so many options. Somebody specific from my past, somebody unspecific from my past because I know a lot of people. And somebody specific that I don't know because I could list their qualities or their name. Could be a Bob, right? I once knew a Bob. He was married to 3 different Julies, I believe. Fascinating.
3 different Julies.
3 different Julies, right? So I think it was Julie. But I remember because every time I met a new wife, it was the same name. It's like, how the fuck do you do this, Bob? It's wild.
At least you never call them the wrong name.
Yeah, it works in bed. Right? So I never called one of Bob's wives the wrong name in bed. Anyway, Bob probably did. That's probably why he had 3 different Julies. Anyway, true fucking story. Except for I didn't sleep with Bob's wife. Let's be clear about that. So...
I'll tell you something you can be really clear on, Dahlia.
This is going to be really good.
Being a happy, loving wife or a happy, loving girlfriend.
Or husband.
Loving relationship. Oh, sorry, yeah. Maybe you're a guy. I don't know.
Or maybe she's into women and... We don't know.
Oh, sorry. Okay, you get what I'm saying.
But get how cool this is, right? Happy, loving husband. It's all easy. I don't look for signs, so on and so forth. Yeah, and people always tell me, it's like, well, but what if it's not him? Well, what if it's not? If you're happy, you won't care.
Nah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, happy, loving wife. Boom. We did a podcast this morning. You can find it at freeneville.com/podcast and elsewhere. And it was the guaranteed love method. Somebody type that down. Guaranteed
love.
Love. That's right. So, and we dove into this, which is pretty cool. So go check out it.
Good. Sounds like a good one.
All right.
Just for you, Dahlia.
Boom.
Okay, thank you for your question.
Yeah. I give all that work into an answer. I don't get no thanks for the fucking answer.
Thank you for your contribution, 20.
Well, it's not that you let me down.
Bubs, I'm sorry.
Or you just do things wrong.
Too long.
That's
Maybe right near the end.
That's right.
You'll be able to
Not
say
right now,
goodbye
Paul.
to Joe, but not now.
Not now. Go away. Go get Emmett.
All right. Where's Emmett?
All right. Let us continue.
Okay. The next question's from Laurie, imagining up skills.
This is good.
Laurie asks, in feeling it real for a skill, does one imagine the next level of development, or does one jump to imagining a high level of mastery? Thanks. Excited to hear the show on this.
Cool. To me, it's going to depend too upon what your real objective is. So, Lori mentioned about martial arts rankings and so on. So when I was when I was a white belt, I was imagining being a black belt in Kempo. I was that sold, right? So, boom, right? Meanwhile, all right, so I'd imagine being a black belt, and of course, all the time people would ask me, when do you get your black belt? How long does it take to get your black belt? That kind of thing, because they could sense something, right? When it came to specific skills along the way, of course, I imagine those up too. So I imagine up successful business guy, blah, 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 all that good stuff, business, doing that kind of thing. Meanwhile, I get up in the morning, and before I got out of bed, I've nailed having done a great podcast today, having done a great show. So if there's specific things you want to nail and have fun nailing, I have fun nailing a podcast. It's not like, oh, fuck, man, I got to do the podcast too. I remember we had this jumping, spinning kick. That was in one of the katas I used to do. So you jump up and you do a full roundhouse and a spinning back kick both before landing. And my instructor told me he'd only ever seen it done right once by a little wee Asian fella. Me, I'm a big white guy, right? Not really built for that kind of kick. But damn, I had a lot of fun exploring it. Got it? So I was imagining being a black belt, but also I imagined nailing some skill sets along the way because I enjoyed them. So play with both. Cool. And you notice it's not manifesting up a middle. Right? Manifesting up a middle would be I need that skill to get to my black belt, so I got to really nail that skill. No. Yeah, I already manifested being a black belt in my head, right? And meanwhile, there's a skill that I'd love to have.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yep.
And there we go.
Reminds me of chunking down a bit.
Totally. Yep. And that's what it is. Yeah. Big chunk, right? Business.
Master.
Right? Yeah. Happy, loving teacher, right?
Yeah.
Chunking down, Chris Nelson, Triple D, welcome to the show. Right? Chunking down, right, has me nail specific events of my day already having gone my way. So, like a good boy.
Very cool. So that was for Laurie. Thank you for your question. And thank you, 20,
for my answer. Oh, my God. For the answer.
The answer.
Yeah. Well, the only thing better than the answer is the answer.
All right.
Yeah. That's what the 20 says.
Okay. Oh. So the next question's from Dream Driven Day. Tommy?
Yeah, Tommy actually has 3 questions, but we broke them into 2. Because it's his fault. The lines are not always what they appear to be. That's something Saul would say.
The lines never appear... What?
Yeah, the lines are not always where they appear to be.
Are not always where they appear to be.
Yeah, the lines are not always where they appear to be.
Okay.
All right.
And the first one, 20, is titled Since Neville Heard...
Boom. That's right.
Just like Neville had predominant tool for feeling it real, which was hearing, what was your first predominant tool or sense that got you to feel it real completely for your first desire and imagination, 20 and Victoria? And what gate did you use at first to imagine up plenty of money in your life, 20 and Victoria?
Wouldn't I love to know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you some things like that. One of the things that I noticed with Victoria through what I can tell her entire life, sound is really important to her. We've talked about the click of the cottage door. She doesn't know what the hell it looks like at all, but she knows the sound of it. right? Boom, that kind of thing. Notice the ones that just give to you. For me, I talk about traffic. Instead of being in traffic, I'm sitting in my Ames chair listening to traffic, drinking my coffee, so on and so forth. So it's just that richness of experience that comes from exploring the gates. And I find if you simply explore the gates for any particular wish, it really just helps you find the richness of that wish. So that's sort of where I'd play. Just noticing that. If you go, the way I wouldn't play, okay, I'm going to just play with the Western Gate for a week.
Yep.
You might get good at the Western Gate, but I'd rather you just have richness every day, right? And then you get to, pull whatever tool you need off the back bat belt, whatever you want it. Oh, Brucey boy.
Good, he's finally settling down, I think. I'll go like
So
that.
is Victoria.
So is Victoria.
All right.
That reminds me again of how... Well, anyway, we can talk about it later.
Oh, shall we?
Tell you guys later. But yeah. Yes. I think one thing before Neville, years and years and years ago, when I decided to give up on, this is like a long time ago, when I decided I'm cutting the corporate world and I'm going to sit and make my modelling clay beads and sell them at markets, and opted out basically. Anyway, it didn't actually work that well financially. And I was sort of living from market to market.
from bead sale to bead sale.
Beads. Well, we sort of... Anyway.
We've all been hippies before.
Yeah, but I remember there was... Twice it's happened in my life over different things. And once, this was with... When you're talking about finances. And I just remember I thought in my head, that's it. I'm not having it like that ever again.
Sure.
And I haven't. And so I do think, I guess that comes back to my auditory. It was almost like I heard myself saying those words to myself, but it was all in my head. But it's, I don't know that it's very Neville. I don't know.
By the way, get her saying that is not what led it. What led it was a shift, and the words followed. So you cannot talk yourself into that's it. That's it.
No,
that is it. That is it.
It was most definitely it, and it most definitely was. I've been wealthy ever since, really.
I think about my father. My before the words came out of his mouth, I knew that was it. You get it? My dad would just he'd look and say, and before he says that's it.
Oh, I remember those looks as well.
Yeah, you can feel things leaving your body involuntarily. Right?
Your butt getting very sore.
Boom.
Yeah.
Cool. So just to be clear there.
Yeah.
But notice she's not. So if visual was her predominant, she would probably experience when she experienced like, okay, so whenever I knew things were different, I saw the world completely differently.
Yeah.
And watch my eyes. I saw the world completely differently.
Yep.
Got it? Versus, if kinesthetic was the one that was the predominant, it would be like,
yeah,
I just know. How'd you know? I just know. I felt it in my bones. Alrighty.
Yeah.
Let us continue, Victoria.
Okay. So
right.
That was from Dream Driven Day. Tommy, thank you for your question.
All right. Who's next?
The next question is from Dream Driven Day. Tommy.
Yes.
The coffee game. Okay. Just like Neville had... No, we haven't got the question. So sorry, Tommy, we're going to have to do it maybe next week, your next question.
Yeah, screw that up.
The same one's been
I'll
copied in.
I'll be damned.
Unless you sort of remember what the question was.
Tommy, type in your question shortly. Right? We'll do it somewhere along the rainbow here.
Okay.
Right.
Somewhere along the rainbow.
Yep. I'll be watching for it.
Okay.
Boom. Fucked up.
The next question's from...
I might as well just quit. You know what I mean? It's like
I don't thank him. Yes,
well, I mean, like it's like I'm letting everyone down. I'm gonna quit. I'm a letdown.
Yeah, what's Tommy got there?
Okay.
Mwah, it's me again.
Okay.
Yeah, okay,
All
good.
right.
So, the next question's from Suresh.
They're all going to fucking quit watching the show because I'm a letdown.
What could you make it mean?
I could make it mean all kinds of things. You know that old bridge thing,
Yeah,
30,
I know, I was
31
thinking
days.
for Annoula.
Right? Yeah, it's Tommy's fault.
Tommy's fault.
Thank you, Annoula. Okay? I feel much better now because I know Tommy's wrong.
Okay.
All right.
So you keep your eye out for
I'll keep my eye
if
out.
Tommy says
Right.
something.
All right, if not, we'll do it.
Otherwise, get it ready and we'll...
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
How about if we just do a show on it? Because I remember the question was really good, and I actually thought about not doing it and doing a show on it. So that could be why it's not here. So, Tommy,
Okay,
hit
let's-
me up.
let's-
We'll do a show on it next week.
Yeah,
You
that
can't-
sounds good.
I'm imagining you waiting patiently
Okay. Patiently.
and not feeling let down. Oh, okay, there it is. Ready? So with the coffee game, I get in my head a bit when I do it physically, sometimes and imaginally. Cool. Your question was about doing it physically and or imaginally, right? So let's run with that Tommy coffee game question, right? So
Okay.
I'm artfully vague sometimes. Feel free to write that down. Artfully and vague, right? Yeah. Your thing is about when you're artfully vague and art of struggle. Like some people that are vague struggle a lot. I don't, right? Because I don't believe in artists struggling. Going back to an earlier question. But here's the cool thing about the coffee game, right? So you take a typical event of your day. And how would you experience it differently if your wish were fulfilled? And so I did the Guaranteed Love podcast this morning, right? And here was the example. This is really good. Because if I was swinging and single and worried about being lonely for the rest of my life, it's swinging and single. I'll be drinking a coffee going, fuck, man, I hope there's someone I'd be swinging with because I'm single. I hope I'm not lonely under a bridge by myself when I'm 80. Somebody that hasn't taken a bath in 30 days, but for me to be 31. Right? So you know what it's like to drink your coffee and worry about something versus drinking your coffee and going, boom. Right? I wonder when she's waking the fuck up so I can take her coffee. Boom. Right? Because some days are like that. She sleeps in a little bit, right? No big deal. But here's the cool thing, right? So if you're playing like this with your imaginary coffee, right? You want to double your income and work half the time? Imagine taking a sip of coffee before you go shopping for peanut butter. How would that be different? Got it? So what's going to happen is during your daily life, you're going to become much more aware of your actual state while drinking coffee or liquor or tea. Right? And so yeah, and you'll notice that any time where you're taking a drink, you're actually dropping into the state akin to sleep. Why not invest it? Okay, feel free to write down 20's a sneaky fucker, right? Because I am artfully vague for a reason. So we've let that out of the bag. Sort of like Manifesting Mastery Lesson 1. I didn't let that out of the bag for 2-3 years. Right? I let people sort of do the whole thing. Why did the young guy turn around? Because the girls giggled. No. Because of what he imagined. Right? Right. Great question, Tommy.
Very cool.
Now you've ruined it.
Why?
Because everybody knows the secret of the coffee game now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Except for those that didn't follow
Didn't tune
all that
in.
well. All right. Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all let me down. Let down.
Sweet.
All
Thank
right.
you,
Sneaky fucker.
Tommy.
Thank you, guys. All right. Let us continue, Victoria.
Okay.
We've got another question or two or four.
The next question's from Suresh in Manifesting Mastery.
Boom.
How to manifest my new car. TT, I wanted this car. I thought I should clear off all my debts and then save money for the car to buy it. Am I blocking something to get the car as soon as possible?
I think you already know the answer.
Yes, I
right?
think so.
So we're going to get rid of debts and then get a car.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about addiction for a moment, right? Because here's my definition of an alcoholic. I notice alcoholics do two things. One, they have alcohol in every story. Hey, Victoria, remember the time we got fucked up on Corona beer? Wow! Right? It's not about, hey, remember the time we went to the zoo?
It's all right.
No, it's like, hey, remember the time we got fucked up on Corona beer at the zoo? I mean, it was great. We were just drinking Corona beer at the zoo, all fucked up. Right? Alcoholics tend to have alcohol in the middle of all their stories, right? Instead of themselves. The second thing is they tend to need alcohol to go to the zoo. It's like, yeah, we're going to the zoo, big ass fucking critters. Got to do some pounders. Old Milwaukee, 16 ounces in a can. Got to chug that fucker because they're horrible warm, right? So get how cool that is. So what was the question?
About the car and whether she should pay off all her debts.
Right. So get there something about, right, so you're setting this up. So before I can get a car, I have to pay off my debt. And so my guess is you're probably addicted to something dealing with that kind of weird-ass thinking. Because I can guarantee the richest people I know probably have more debt than anyone I know. But still, they're worth a lot more than what their debt is. Right? Some of the richest people I know make sure that their houses and cars are always got some sort of lien on them. That way people can't take them. Right? They use debt as a weapon. Most people use debt as a weapon against themselves. Right? So this is what I want you to notice. Do you have a story about not being able to do what you want to do because you got debt? That's sort of like saying I can't do what I do until I have a bump. Right? I think that's how you do it, isn't it? I never did a bump. Right?
What's a bump?
I don't know. Quinn wanted a bump on Homeland yesterday before he bought some guy's
drugs
gun for $2,000. But then he kicked the table over and beat the shit out of him. Good on you, Quinn.
Is it snorting drugs or something?
Yes.
Okay.
It's
I just
bump.
didn't know the name.
That's not.
I haven't heard the term.
I'm pretty
that way.
clueless. Right? Like when she snores, right? So meanwhile, you don't need a bump, right? You don't need to be debt-free. You don't need a beer in order to do what you want. This is how when you exit addiction, you get to go, right, I've got two separate desires, right? I want to drink a beer and I want to go to the zoo, but I don't have to do one to get to the other.
Yep.
You got it? When you start divorcing, I have to give up 40 hours a week to pay the bills so I don't live under a fucking bridge with Tommy, who hasn't taken a bath in 30 days. I'm sorry, Tommy, but you're my guy now. It's your fault. But I won't take my bath for 31, just so you know.
That's your consequence as well, going back to Annoula's.
You get it? Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I am so not let down by you.
Oh, thank you.
I am the happy, loving husband. All right.
Right. Cool. Excellent.
All right. Shall we continue?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. We shall. And I must admit, though, Suresh, there's a lot of damn good deals on cars at the moment, and some of them are offering finance-free loans.
Yeah, like 0% financing.
0%.
Now, here's the thing. Ready? I want a car, but... I'm not saying this is you, by the way.
Yeah.
Right? I want a car, but I don't want debt. 0% financing.
Yeah.
Finance that fucker for 50 years. Right?
Well, I don't think
pay $1 a fucking month, right? Whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Right? Like, seriously, if I wanted a new Bimmer right now and they came out with 0% financing, I'd be going, are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
First, I wouldn't buy it because I only bought one new car, and I realized when I drove it off the parking lot, it like depreciated by 30%. That's what happens. Not a fan of depreciation, right? But fuck, man. Right? Imagine that. Use debt as a tool, right? Especially in these times. I mean, like, and two, I mean, with all these people dying of the loogie and shit, fuck, there's all sorts of cars for sale, right?
Yeah. Oh, well.
So, yeah, the people to... Anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Adelia made the connection.
Yes.
Or the correction, something like that. I can't tell.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Cool.
Right. Let's do it.
Excellent. Thank you, Suresh, for your question.
That's right. By the way, gold there, because when you start divorcing things that don't need to be connected, you find your addictions dissolve. So do your delays, right? And addicts are the best at delaying gratification, right? I can have what I want after I do this, right? Versus I can have what I want and what I want, right?
Yeah.
Boom. All right.
Nice.
Let's do it.
Thank you, 20.
Oh, fuck. Imagine that. Hold on. I'm just almost going to have an orgasm on camera because, like, I have been holding off on enjoying myself until she gives me what I need.
Gratification.
And she just did. I've been delaying my gratification for years because she just is not appreciative.
Oh.
Right? So, fuck, I scored. I've never had any addiction.
You've never had any addiction.
I don't know either. Right, to praise and glory. Thank you, Jesus. All right.
Okay.
Which brings us to our next question.
The next question is from Adrenaline-Driven Day Scott. Manifesting guilt-free sex. DDD Scott.
You see how much guilt I had about having an orgasm on camera?
Right, that's why you brought us to the next question.
That's right. It's all divine timing.
Yep. All right, Scott asks, sex and more sex. Sex was bad growing up. Don't do it until you are married. I've done it, yet there was always guilt. Plus, the girl was stingy with it. Not even birthday sex.
Her birthday or yours. For my birthday gift, I'm not having sex with you.
I'm playing with unplug and plug-in method with positive anticipation from earlier this week, as well as typing in the more. Yet no naturalness.
They said tying in.
As well as tying
like
in.
Purple rope.
What did I say?
Typing.
Oh, okay. As well as tying in the more. Yet no naturalness. Would you suggest or invite me to experience this in a fun way?
Yes.
Great.
All right. By the way, so we're going to go adults only for a few moments.
Okay.
Like we normally don't. Right? How many ways can you feel guilty about sex? Okay, whether it's by yourself, with a friend with benefit. We learned that on the show. Who was it? Simi and Diamond Dave. They taught us about friends with benefits. I want to be your friend. Right. So, how many ways can you feel guilty about sex? Holy fuck, man. Whenever you start to understand that, right? I would find every possible way to feel guilty about it. I'd feel guilty about having it, not having it as a solo show. Having it as a solo show. I mean, you get to the point where you actually just go, fuck it, this is stupid. This is really fucking stupid, right? And be done with the whole guilt thing, right? It's sort of like guilty making money. God, a lot of y'all that is struggling with making money, you feel guilty over it.
Yeah.
I don't feel guilty after I got 2 bottles of scotch for, was it 230? 260? Fuck, I don't remember.
Is this the whiskey club one?
Yeah, I joined the whiskey club and I got 2 bottles of whiskey for 230, 260 bucks Aussie, right? That's a lot of fucking money, right? Oh my God, is it fun? It's lovely whiskey, right? It's sipping whiskey. It's really high ABV. And it's like 15 years, so it's really smooth like wine. But,
see, ABV to me sounds like
PDF.
FBW.
Yeah. Friends with benefits.
FWB,
right?
I mean.
Right. So you got all that stuff going on.
Yes.
Right. But I could feel guilty about that because I could put the money into something different. Right. She could feel guilty because she smokes like a fish, right? You know,
drinks like a fish.
Yeah, she drinks smokes like a chimney, right? My kind of girl. But when you get so all you're doing there still is doing violence to your desires, right?
Yes.
Boom.
Yes.
Right. So another thing to play with, you could play with some very indirect approaches because don't make it about sex, let it be about you because it's always about you. So just notice like, right, where else in life do I feel guilty about pleasure?
Yeah.
Right? Go enjoy a sip of whiskey. Enjoy a smoke. Enjoy whatever the naughty thing is, the naughty thing I feel guilty about. Yeah, when's the last time you slapped someone? Doesn't mean you physically have to on the ass. Right? God, I remember the first time I smacked a girl on the ass. I was at State College, Pennsylvania. I was doing some special nut mission law enforcement thing. So like once a week I'd be going up to State College for the weekend. That's how the weeks work. You go once a week for the weekend. And at the nighttime I was hitting all the nightclubs and shit, just having a good time because I was single and swinging. And this chick walks past me and she had the absolute perfect fucking ass. And I went to myself,
I'm going to slap that ass.
I'm going to slap that ass. And I tell you what, I wonder how many times she slapped the guy in the face because she was really good at it. Like I was pretty inexperienced with the ass slap. But goddamn, she was good with the face slap.
You'd get all the sexual harassment charges these days.
Oh, nowadays, yeah, it wouldn't be fun at all, right?
Yeah.
So the reason I say all that is, I could feel guilty about that. But you know what? It's just a fun dipshit story from when I was a dipshit single guy.
Yeah.
Right? How could you have fun Just notice, where is it that you just got this guilty thing? Go to a strip club or something if you want to. A lot of guys feel, I feel guilty. I might get married someday and I'll still have Becky in my brain. Yeah, let bouncing Becky be in your brain. Who gives a shit? Right? I mean, like, just notice anywhere in life where you feel guilty. Speeding, maybe? Right? Oh, you could speed in your car. Right? Boom. Right? If you feel guilty about that, well, you could probably afford a speeding ticket or two. So you speed, you get a ticket. Do you feel guilty, or just say, well, that was stupid. I once was president. All right. Cool. So let us continue. We'll be back in just a moment.
So how does that relate to Annoula's question?
I think Annoula and Scott are friends.
Yeah, I think they are. I know they are. Okay. Excellent.
Did you make the connection? Friends?
Yeah, with benefits?
Yeah. We're all friends where I come from.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Excellent.
Yeah, West Virginia.
Thank you, Scott, for your question.
Say that was stupid and I once was president. I think that's what that said. Oh. I just barely saw it.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, there's lots of comments.
Yeah, I'm loving the crosstalk. I'll spend an hour in the hot tub going, what the fuck were they all talking about?
Yeah, let me know.
Too bad they can't see it when we do the replay. Like, see the comments going through.
It would be ace, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
In the watch party.
Yeah.
Yeah, the original comments. Yeah.
But
it would be cool.
Sizzle says thank you. Yeah. Cool. All right.
Okay.
So you don't feel guilty about asking? Wasting a whole bunch of my fucking time? Man, no birthday sex for you. I'm talking to Becky. Bouncing
Becky.
Bouncing Becky.
Okay.
All right.
The next question is from Manifesting Mastery Anthony. I want to manifest sex too. Oh, well. I think they read your question first, Scott. So Anthony asks, is changing states immediately considered trying to manipulate? I want sex, so I instantly change to sexually desirable beast around the person at the pharmacy or on my bus ride. Or is this okay?
I'd call it fun.
Yeah.
So if I'm around her, right, and like the mood shows up.
Silver fox.
Yeah, yeah, silver fox. Right?
Yes.
Right? I'm not going to go, damn, am I trying to manipulate her? I'm just, no matter what, I feel good.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm not making about, I'm going to feel good so I can make her do we're going to play hide the sausage, right?
Yeah.
Or skin the sausage, whatever. But anyway, I think it's natural. By the way, you don't know what the hell they're imagining.
Yeah.
Right? I just notice a lot of time. You can watch, like, Cube and I sit at the bike trail, right? And you can watch the hot chick walk past, and you can watch the guy walk past the hot chick.
And then turn his head.
Well, the guy this morning didn't, right?
Oh.
Right? So today was the first day we've seen Jess in like a week. So Jess is walking, and Jess is hot, right? So Jess is walking, and the young guy's walking toward her, and the young guy keeps fucking walking. And I turn to Cube, and Cube looks at me, and it's like, we're fucking doomed, man. Like,
Cube said or you said?
We both.
That sounds more like what you'd say.
But it's like, right. I mean, the guy's 18 to 25. She's 18 to 25. She's hot. He's alive, right?
He's lost in his head for some reason.
He's lost, man. Yeah. It's like, wow. Right? No breeding happening there. Right? Just damn.
Yeah.
So, on the other hand, if she's walking and he's walking and he sees her and he goes, damn. And he starts feeling his groove, and maybe she takes that as a compliment.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
As long as you...
As long as
you're not, like, forcing yourself
yeah, well,
on her or something.
As long as it's not this.
Yeah. Yes.
Hello, like, Victoria. I am feeling very...
All in fun. That's what I reckon, Anthony.
Totally.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Remember, you're not... Yeah, just have some fun. By the way, here's the thing, right? So let's say you see her and you're feeling too sexy, right? And then some other chick comes up and goes, hey, Anthony, boom. And you get to go, oh, okay, boom. Right? Yeah, you get it? It doesn't have to be her, right? But if you're feeling it and somebody else comes along, boom, like Diamond Dave or Simi or... Jesse.
Scott. Now?
Boom.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
All right, cool.
So,
All right. So that was for Anthony. Thank you for your question.
this should be... Okay.
The next...
I wonder if I put the wrong name down there. I don't think so. Anyway.
No, I think it's another.
A different one.
Yep. Sorry, you'll understand in a sec.
That's right.
The next question's from Scott on Facebook.
That's right.
So it's not our Dream Driven Day, Scott. It's another one.
That's right.
How to pay off my house fast. Scott asks, I just bought a new house, but I would like some tips on the best way to pay it off fast. What are the best visualizations to pay it off in full?
All right. So instead of paying monthly payments, pay bi-monthly payments. Actually, make payments every 2 weeks. So instead of making 12 payments a year, if you make them every 2 weeks, you get 26 payments per year in. And if you had 20 extra bucks per payment onto the principal, it'll really knock the amount of interest that you pay off, and you pay it off like years sooner, right? Anyway, that could be possible, could be useful, could not be.
Yeah.
I'd again wonder, like, why are you imagining it's going to take a long time to pay your house off? Right? Or what's important to you about it? Like, if you had the house paid off, what would be different in your life? See, here's what I hear all the time. Mr. 20, yeah, got me a house. Yeah, glad you got a house. Like, I give a shit. Gives me a place to sleep over if I'm in your neighborhood. Works for me. Are we friends? Do you got a sister? Anyway. Anyway.
Okay.
So I'm in your neighborhood, sleeping over in your house. So besides all that, if you paid your house off, what would be different for you? And what I always hear is, I'd have more money. Say, right. Well, let me ask you a question. If you doubled your income and worked half the time, how would you buy peanut butter differently? It's like, and they don't get the fucking point.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
If you doubled your income and worked half the time and you had your house, would you pay more on the mortgage? Would you just not give a shit about the mortgage? Right? We got this thing called NBN here. Right? Everybody type it down. NBN. It's supposed to be an advancement on internet. Right? But here's what happened. So at cable internet, we had like 100 down and, I don't know, 10 up, 4 up. Not all that fast up. But it was faster than it used to be. But then they come along with the NBN. I say, oh, the NBN's faster. I say, great. What do we get with the NBN? You get 50 down and 15 up. Say, well, that's faster on the up, but like if I'm going to look at Friends with Benefits or something, it's going to be a lot slower. So it's like, I really got to see a lot of friends quickly with benefits. So we essentially got a double NBN package, which actually took our internet bill up a little bit, right? Like from $80 a month to 110. Ready? Ask me if I give a shit.
Well, I think you like that it's quicker up, though.
I love that it's quicker up, but I don't give a shit about the money.
Just realised what I said then. Yes.
Right? Double your income, work half the time. Yeah, you know what? So the internet's $30 more. I don't care. That's $1 a day. Is it $1 a day worth it to upload our videos faster?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Absolutely. Because before, we'd shoot a video, it would take 30 minutes. Victoria would edit it for an hour, and it would take 4 hours to fucking upload.
Yeah. Yeah.
And heaven forbid the internet go down or the battery go low or something like that. And it's like, for goddamn fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Right? Versus like, right, I manifested fast up. Right? Boom. Right? You got it? So this whole thing about the house, let's really look at what are you really imagining, what's really important. Because
what do you really want?
What do you really want?
Tony Doyle asked said that ages ago, yeah.
Yeah, what do you really want?
What do you really want? Yeah.
Because, it might be useful to keep the house in debt for, 15, 30 years, whatever. That way the kids don't try to fucking kill you to take it. Right? Like some people got kids that'll do that to you, right? Imagine lovingly. I'm imagining my skill set with my quell stance. I had a little Jennings 22. Google that. I had the Jennings 22 with the safety went this way, not this way. That one sucked, but this way. And it was just a little pocket rocket. And I could pull that sucker out and plink out someone's left eye at, I don't know, 20 feet reliably. Right, it was my little equalizer, right? So I could take their real gun and call it a day. But in case you live in that kind of family, it might be good to keep the house in debt for a while. Just mentioning no names, right?
Okay.
So, but again, what do you really want? Again, is it the money, right? Double your income, work half the time. Yeah, notice that you could have 2 separate wishes there. I suspect you probably do, because in reality, does debt really matter? right?
I was going to say that as well. What does it mean? Yeah, to you. What meaning are you giving debt?
This whole loogie thing is fascinating to me because they've done a whole bunch of things here in Australia that say like, hey, you know, we got the loogie, you can't get evicted. Ooh. Right? There's people that they're just going, fuck it, I'm not paying my rent, can't get evicted, right? I got free money. Right? The government's giving me some money. I'm not giving it to the landlord.
Yes.
This is great.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Hopefully someone deciphers that.
Excellent.
All right.
So that was from Scott. Thank you for your question, Scott. And the last question's from Alan on Facebook. How to win the lottery. It's a bit similar, isn't it?
There's a theme.
What is a good state that pertains to the lottery and games of chance?
Maybe you've noticed what I've noticed too. I've noticed a lot of people that don't need to win the lottery or be good at games of chance are. Right? Oh, they already have a ton of money. Look at him. He's always fucking winning the jackpot at bingo.
Yeah.
Always winning on those scratch-off tickets and stuff. Right? Fuck, they don't need the fucking money. Yeah. I need it. Right? Yeah. I want to... See, they get that they create wealth. Yo, Jamaica. Tune in later.
Yeah.
So, they get that they create wealth. So, they're just playing for fun. They're just winning for fun. You get it? How many times did fun show up in today's thing, right? Where do you feel guilty about the fun, right?
Yeah. So
when it comes to this whole lottery thing, we've got Judy. If you go to freeneville.com and you type in the word lucky, Judy put herself in a state of lucky one. And she was having all sorts of lucky wins. I don't know what happened to her. Last time I think she wrote to us, she moved to some island.
Yeah, tennis coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Judy.
So she was having all these lucky wins, and things got luckier and luckier and luckier. Yeah. She's just having fun.
Yeah.
Here's what she's not doing. If I win the lottery, then my special person will come back, so will my ex. Right? So I'll have both my special person and my ex. My friends with benefits will really fucking like me. I can pay off the debt on the house.
Yes.
I could even send some money to Annoula.
She could buy her school uniforms for Elina.
And she could buy school uniforms for herself too. That's right. I just want to win me the lottery. So if I imagine Annoula in a schoolgirl outfit, oh yeah, there we go. We're friends.
Cool.
You get it? It just gets fucking whack. Versus like, what do you really want? Right? If you want to be the lucky one, imagine not being the lucky one. Judy's been having adventures for years with that identity. We don't hear from her all that often anymore, but it's like, hey, guess what I did? I just sold the fucking farm, moved to Tennessee, then I left Tennessee, and I'm in the fucking islands.
Yeah,
it's like,
I know.
Cool, man. Right? Yeah. How cool is that? So, give life to what you really want. Separate your wishes out. Have some fun. Jesse's been doing a whole bunch of typing.
He has.
Yeah, look at it. He's not ball gag no more. 404 no more.
Yeah, he's getting it.
So I'm going to send you a little note. It's going to cost you $13. Okay? Not to me.
Jesse.
Yep. And you ain't going to give it to me. But it's going to cost you $13. Right? Anybody want to know what I'm going to send a note? I'm going to send a note to Jesse, and it's going to cost him $13. But he's not going to give it to me. Ooh, what could it possibly mean? Anyway, right. Sizzle says, big enough to scrape the sides of a tuna can, and I can't touch the bottom. I don't even know what that means.
I know. Were you guys on the show with us today, or are you just in your own little group?
Yeah, they got their own thing going on. Smoking like a tin can is what the girl next door used to say. My daddy smokes like a tin can.
Yeah, smokes like a tin can.
Smokes like a tin can.
Okay, well, that was our last... Sorry. So that was from Alan. Thank you very much for your... do you feel satisfied that you've given Alan the answer?
You know what? I don't feel like I've let anyone down today.
I'm sure you don't.
I'm sure I don't either. I'm sure I don't feel like I let anyone down.
Okay. So that was from Anthony. Thank you very much for your question.
Hoo-ha. All right.
And that was the last question. the dogs, God knows where they are, so we're going to sort of
All right.
wrap the next
Oh, there's
one up.
Funky called Jamaica again. He just
Yeah,
keeps
he
talking.
does.
He's talking amongst himself. That's what I love about this new world we live in. And when you can walk the dog trail and talk to yourself, and everyone thinks you're not.
Walking the dog trail and talking to yourself.
Yep. All right. So, ready, everyone?
I don't really get that. All right, go over there. What was?
Oh, they're dealing with a troll. Oh, how fucking cool is that? I didn't know we had a troll today. This
Dealing
is
with
great.
a troll?
Yeah. Somebody just me typing shit. This is great. I'll get to ban them. I love banning trolls. Oh, sweet.
I wonder what they're saying.
I don't know. This is going to be
was
such
their
good
name?
fun.
Troll?
The troll. Oh my god. Okay. So
Okay.
my strawberry bit's the troll. I love trolls. Put him in a little schoolgirl outfit. You're going to be my friend with my benefit, troll.
That's amazing. I can't believe we've had a troll on the show.
Wow.
That's probably bullshit.
Could be, but I got myself. I'm imagining
That's your strawberry
I got
bitch.
a troll in a schoolgirl outfit. Oh, teacher. Oh, troll. Yeah.
Oh, look, there's Scott over there, troll.
Scott, meet troll. You guys do some guilty things.
Okay. Well, that was our strawberry bits because it's a bit off-putting, really.
What was your real desire?
Yes, very cool.
School outfits.
Big dicks, did it say? Is that what it
The
said?
troll got status. Oh, that's Tommy. Oh, Tommy's not a troll. Tommy's all right.
Oh, Tommy's not a troll.
Yeah.
Whatever's going on.
All right.
All right. Type your strawberry bits in. Hope you had a great show.
That's right.
Meanwhile,
Visit us at freeneville.com.
that's right. Subscribe to the 221 email list and get a pseudo random email every single day.
Also known as Pseudo.
Pseudo.
Random goodness.
Cool.
All right.
Join our 90-day adventure at manifestingmasterycourse.com. Guess how much it costs? Can you guess?
Somebody
Half
write
a
it down.
donut.
A day. Right?
Yes.
Not the expensive donuts. Well, actually, it is there. Not the real expensive. Anyway, half a donut a day.
Half a donut a day.
That's right.
Now then, someone just said the other Tommy and spelt Tommy different
Yes.
with a Tommy. So maybe
Yes.
there is another Tommy.
Yes.
And for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
That's right.
Okay.
221.
It's now Tommy's fault. The other Tommy.
Sorry,
That's
Tommy.
been an interesting show. Thanks, you guys. Have a great day night. We'll be doing a watch party later.
Maybe after Saul does
And we'll
some
be doing
things,
something special for
I'll
Jerry
check in
later.
Saul. That's right.
See you guys.
Let's look at that. Look at Victoria. God damn, look at her. She's just so
I
pretty.
know the light's a bit
She
funny.
is
Every now and
so
again it goes
pretty.
funny.
Look how pretty. She's my friend. She is.